Lexington, Kentucky is home to basketball, bourbons, and breeding horses. But did you know it was also once home to a world-famous, royally recognized mustard? I'm Monica Katz, a reporter at the Lexington Herald-Leader, and I'd like to take you on a journey about Nathan Burroughs' famous Lexington mustard. This all started a few weeks ago when I was reading a story about Lexington's food history, and one of our reporters mentioned Burroughs' Lexington mustard. The condiment was apparently internationally known and enjoyed by Queen Victoria. At one point, Nathan Burroughs was named the mustard maker to Her Royal Highness. I had the idea to try and locate the original recipe, recreate it, and do a taste test. This, however, proved to be more difficult than expected. Nathan Burroughs was an early settler in Lexington who came to Kentucky from Pennsylvania in the 1780s. He created a machine that would strip leaves and debris from hemp stalks, but it was copied by others and Burroughs suffered financially. So he pivoted to use the same principles to make mustard. By 1810, he had perfected a recipe for table mustard. The company was taken over by Samuel McCullough in 1841 after Burroughs' death. McCullough had been like a son to Burroughs and inherited the recipe. The mustard recipe started gaining attention, winning an award at the 1851 World's Exposition. It was around this time that the company also claimed Queen Victoria was a fan. But after the company was sold, relocated to Louisville in a nasty copyright battle, it appears the mustard went out of production around 1893. I reached out to the Lexington History Museum, who was able to provide a ton of information, but no recipe. To their knowledge, it seems the mustard was sold in a powdered form, but that's about as much as we knew. The next logical step, of course, was to call the National Mustard Museum in Middleton, Wisconsin. I briefly spoke with the founder and curator of the museum, who said while they had thousands of mustards in their collection, Lexington mustard was seemingly not among them. I went back to the drawing board, aka the information sent to me by the Lexington History Museum, which led me to a book in the Library of Congress about Lexington's history. It was there that I finally accepted my search was not going to end with a recipe and taste test. An 1872 book by George Washington Rank did not mince words. The recipe was top secret, sacredly transmitted, unrevealed, even when the company changed ownership. It also notes that Burroughs mustard has no equal in quality in existence. It's hard to know if Lexington mustard was as famous or delicious as it seems. We'll likely never know if it actually was world-renowned or if the Queen was a fan all those years ago. As it turns out, mustard documentation from 150 years ago is few and far between. But one of my favorite things about being a journalist is being able to be nosy and curious. It's a job that allows you to occasionally take a detour and ask a million questions, even about something like a centuries-old mustard recipe, and a job where you really do learn something new every day. So maybe the real Lexington mustard recipe is the friends we made along the way. Thanks for watching.